Hey everyone, Cheryl at Cheryl's Creations. Whew, got a market inventory update. I never gave you an update from my last market. It was 2 weeks ago, and I kept saying every day, I need to do a video. And it just never happened. So 2 weeks ago, my last event was, no, I'm sorry, it was a week. No, I didn't do last weekend's. So 2 weeks ago, I was at a little town just west of here. They had their 75th anniversary community event. This used to be a really big event, and then they quit doing it, so it kind of died. Then they tried to bring it back, so it wasn't near what it had been in the past. So I knew it wasn't going to be a huge day. I made my goal, because I always set a goal when I go in. I wanted to make $200, and I barely made the $200. I sold just bits and pieces of small things, not a lot. But it was a small event, trying to help them get built back up. We'll see. I may or may not do that event next year. So, but tomorrow I have a bigger event. I will be at the fairgrounds in the next county over. There's, I don't know, 35 or 40 vendors. It's an indoor-outdoor event, and I happen to have an indoor booth. So I am completely done with outdoor events for this year. So thank goodness I don't have to haul my tent and all of that stuff. But it is an indoor event. And so, and it's kind of a Halloween themed event. And they've asked us to kind of put out maybe a bowl of candy. And I don't think I brought that in here. I bought a little plastic bowl that looks like a spider web with spiders in it. And it is, that I'll put my candy in. And I bought a tablecloth that has like candy corn on it. And so, I'll have some festive things. I didn't buy a Halloween shirt because I didn't want to pay $25 for something that I was only going to wear once. And so I did purchase a nice orange shirt that I will wear again. So, I've worked the last 2 weeks to try and get some inventory ready. And I actually did not do my event last weekend because I really did not have a decent inventory to take. So I'm going to show you what I've been able to get done in the last couple of weeks. I will stick all of the pattern information in the description. Some of this is stuff you may have seen before, and some of these are new patterns. So let's get started. I have done this pattern before. This is a Nono Dragon. This one is done out of Parfait Chunky. This is their highlighter and their neon green. I also did one, I'm looking for it. Everything's all stuffed in this bag. I did an orange one, and I'm looking for it. It must have, there it is. I did an orange and black one. Look at this one. Very cute for a Halloween event. So I do have a couple Halloween items. Now, I don't always make a lot of seasonal items because sometimes they just don't sell well, but I do have a few for this one. So then I took Big Twist plush with a size 9 hook. Okay, so this is Parfait Chunky with a size 5 hook. This is plush with a size 9 hook. So you can kind of see this one is much bigger. I love how it turned out. This is a discontinued color purple that they had. They still have some. I think they're selling it for like $5.99 a skein. I just might have to go get some more of it because there are some other things I can use it for, but I think it turned out great. And this is gray for the rest of it. So size 9 hook, big twist plush, right? This is an alligator. This is also out of Parfait Chunky with a size 5. I did it in 2 different color greens. This is that special edition color green. I wish they would bring it back because I really like this color green, because otherwise you get this darker green. So this is my alligators. It's a low sew pattern. I had to sew on the legs, and you top stitch the ripples in their backs. So I got 2 of those. This is my standby. I use this pattern all the time. Tanner, the Triceratop. This time I used, this is a little smaller size yarn, even though it says it's a 4 weight. I believe this is a red heart, and I think it might have been Icelandic. It didn't have the wrapper on it because it was just part of a skein that I had, but I really like how the color definition came out for him. So there is Tanner the Triceratop. This is a new pattern that I did, and I will link it below. This also has a Triceratop and a Stegosaurus pattern with it. I gave away the Triceratop, but these are 2 of the Stegosaurus. And again, this is a very low sew. I had to sew the head on and the tail on, and then the spikes are surface crocheted. So, but the arms and legs are stitched in. So again, Parfait Chunky, size 5 hook. And this is a neon, or no, this might be their neon green. Look at the eyes on this one. I got a package of monster eyes, cat eyes, and so I dug those out. I think that's a really cool eye. This one has just plain black eyes. So I have 2 Stegosauruses to add. My friend Kelly had a couple of cakes of the Karen, I think it's called Karen Chunky. So it's like that size 5 regular type yarn, like a 4, but just bigger than a 5. She didn't know what to do with it. Everything she tried didn't work right. Well, I tried a couple things and so I used my fidget snake pattern and a bigger hook. I think I used a 7 or an 8 hook, and I got big snakes. So I added eyes. I added a tongue. So I can get 3 snakes out of a cake. Okay. So, and they kind of, I love how they kind of go because they, you know, the colors change. So, and this one has stitched eyes where this one has safety eyes. I'm trying to do more stitched eyes because people are looking for that. And I also, I don't know if you can hear it, I added rattles to the bottom of this one to make it a rattlesnake. So I have 2 in the green blue. And then she gave me another cake, which is a rainbow. And so I have kind of a red, orange, green, yellow version. And I can still get 2 more out of this cake. I just haven't done any more. So I did that. A new pattern that I pulled is a mini axolotl. This is actually, they talk about it being a keychain. And so here is this, and they're not very big at all. So this is the baby axolotl. Very quick. And they are a no-sew because the arms and legs are bobbles. And then you surface crochet the little fins, okay? And then you surface crochet around the tail. So try and turn it up this way. It looks like this. So these are a really good $5-6 item, you know, low dollar item. So I have this color in the blues. I did a kind of a blue gray with orange. And then I did 2 different pinks, the dark pink, the light pink. Oops, get their little things out. I think I have one more color, but it might be in the bottom of the bag. But new pattern. I think I like it. If they sell well, then this is something I'll keep with my, you know, my $5, $6, $7 buckets. And you know, if I sell them as keychains, I'll sell them for a little more. But I also, because this is a Halloween event, I got some new patterns. These 2 things came out of a pack. So there's 4 or 5 bodies to choose from. And then there's, you know, 6 or 7 hats to choose from. So this is a ghost body, and I use these little sunglasses. I love it. I love it. And he has a candy corn hat. Okay. And then I did the chicken. Let me put the hat back on. Here's this chicken with a ghost hat. I may get some more of these done. I don't know for tomorrow, but I do have these 2. I love the sunglasses. Lime green. So I have those. I also, a new pattern is this black cat. So it's got kind of an odd body. It wasn't hard to do. I did have to sew on the tails and the ears, but everything else was kind of one piece. You crocheted it all together. Again, I used my eyes, and I gave it, this pattern pack has 4 different hats, and I chose kind of the purple witch hat for this one. And so I kind of like it. I wasn't quite sure I liked it yesterday. I like it more today than I did yesterday. So, and then a while back, and I may have already showed you these, I might not have, but I had purchased some glow-in-the-dark yarn from Temu. I made some stuff last year, had a bunch left over. So I made glow-in-the-dark ghosts, and I'm going to insert a picture so that you can see how they glow. So there'll be a picture up here. But I have several in different sizes with different eyes. And we'll see how they sell, see how they do. That has some kind of rainbow eyes. They have different mouths. So I do have those. Oops, I'm kind of sitting on a few of them. I made some smaller ones. I think he's kind of cute. Maybe I should have put some arms on a couple of them, but it's okay. This guy's a little cute. So I made a few of those. The last thing that I made that's in my bag is loaf cats or fat cats. I have one small one, and this is out of that Karen chunky cake. I used up the rest of it. I'm not sure I like it, but I don't. And it may be the way it worked up. I couldn't get it as snug as I wanted it, but I'm going to give it a try. So, he's got stitched eyes. And so we'll see what happens with him. And then, oh, I did have one more axolotl. I made a purple one. So there it is. Anyway, so my big loaf cats, because I have none. I had no large loaf cats left. These are all Bernat. I love this. This is a very popular color. And this one sells really quick. So I have that one. I did one out of the black and white speckle, or sometimes, depending on which one you get, this could be called typewriter. I don't know. I didn't look at the label. This one is their real popular green. And again, some of these have safety eyes. Some of them have stitched eyes. Okay. And this is their pink variegated. I love how this one pooled. You can kind of see how that one went. So there's that one. Now this, and this has a really different texture to it, but this skein was on clearance at Hobby Lobby. And I can't remember the name of it, but I got 3 of them, and it's got some creams and some grays, some dark grays. But it's looking really cool for this cat. And I think this will be a real popular color. As long as I think I can get 2 of these out of a skein. So I can make 6 this color. But I really kind of like this. The last one is bigger. Look at this. This is out of Big Twist Plush. And I can't tell you the name of it, the color, but this is one of their variegateds. I used a little bit bigger hook. So those would have been a 6 hook. This is either a 7 or an 8. I can't remember which, but it did come out bigger. But I like this colorway too. So, and I think I've mentioned before that, because my video is getting a little long here. My dad's friend, Linda, who has helped us do some hats and all of that. She's been helping with some of the plushies. She sits there in the evening and does it just like I do. And so I picked up a bag of small things that she has done. And so I have these. Some of them have mouths, some of them don't. I did order some, these are stitched eyes, but I did order some safety eyes and have them sent to her. So I've got several of these, kind of the baby Yoda type things. So there's 2 more of those. She did a chocolate chip cookie. She's been doing the dinosaurs for me. And so she uses the 4-weight. She really doesn't have a lot of experience with some of the plushes. So, but these are great. These are great $5 and $8 and $10 items, and they sell extremely well. So I have those 2. And then she did kind of this color. And we've got one this color. Some of these have the safety eyes. I like this color combo. This is a striping, one of the striping. So I do like that one. How that color turns out. There's another little one. So these are really cool. There's another one of those. She did one cupcake. I don't know. It needs maybe a cherry on top or some whipped cream. I don't know. We might have to we might deal. She made 3 little bitty turtles, because I usually have those in a bucket. So she did those. And she did this. This is really cool. She made a whale. And I love the color. Now, everything that she's been making has pretty much been with the Simply Soft, because I took her all my Simply Soft yarn. And so this is one of the Simply Soft variegateds, and I absolutely love it. So I'm real excited about the whale. I hope she makes some more for me. So I am working this evening. I actually have absolutely 0 cows, and I have absolutely 0 mermaids, because I did sell them out. There's a couple other things that I don't have anything of. I mean, I may get 1 or 2 more things finished tonight. But after I finish this video, I'm off to load my car, so that doesn't have to be done in the morning. So, that's my inventory restock for this show tomorrow. Hopefully in a couple of days, I'll be back with a recap of this event. And then I don't have anything else until the 2nd week of November. So I'll have about 3 weeks or so to restock a bunch of my good sellers, because my next event is at the 4-H fairgrounds here in my town. It does kind of draw some older folks, and so they do tend to buy for their grandkids. So there's some things that I usually put in that one that I know are good sellers that I have to make. So, wow, that's a big video. Thank you if you have hung around this long to see the end of my inventory. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give a thumbs up, do a like. I absolutely love seeing and hearing from folks. And I'll save that for the next video. So, have a great weekend. It is supposed to be really nice here in Indiana. If you are in some of the storm affected areas, please be safe. I know up here we have been praying for people in the areas, and as I have had personal friends and stuff down in those areas. And so please be safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Crochet away, everybody.